Hi, it's Raymond. I hope I have the right number. Look, I know we haven't spoken in a while, but I need your help. Remember the day I took you and Duncan off the streets? I told you that the past is just a story, that if you can just accept that, your past loses all power over you. Yeah, I was wrong.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm gonna have to kill Porter Lamb. That sucks. $78, $82, $99. Jeez. Aw, poor guy. So I've got a dart gun, then I've got Coco, Jazz, Bliss. Oh, I don't have any health? Hyper dart. Reload this hyper. Sedative. Switch that guys. Huh. Oh yeah, I have a grenade launcher. That's probably useful. Oh yeah. Oh god. there with her magic. You know what? I could probably hit her pretty well. 84%? Yeah, that'll do. Boom. Wow, I'm just tearing these guys apart. It's kind of cool to have Gaicho along with. So this thing is not as cool as I thought it was going to be. Plus 6% accuracy, that's awesome. Oh, combo. Actually, I want Duncan. Oh, Duncan can't do mercy killing this time. Oh well, he's got 78%. Why do I only have one? Oh, is it because I'm in control mode? I'll only do damage. There we go. At least some cover. Done. As the others fall to the floor, you stop and survey the carnage around you. It is accomplished. No more betrayers alive. No more worry that others may think they can take advantage of me. Lead the way. I look forward to our new business partnership. So I'm just gonna have Gaicho with me now? That's awesome. Is he gonna be like a permanent party member? Because that would be the frickin' sweetest. Of course, that'll make me regret the voice that it makes me do when he's around, though. Because he will be talking like this through many a cutscene, and that will be annoying as hell. I will return to Hare. Oh. Come on, you. I gained 8 karma. So I'm at 9 now. Create a kill. Though I don't have any more money. I need money. Oh! Claim payment from the runs. I need more money. Give me more money. Can I manage gouge you inventory? Because that would be awesome. Oh, he's here. Gaichu gains a defensive ability that adds +2 armor and +1 dodge, costs 1 AP. Or Gaichu gains a claw ability, does an additional 2 damage and 2 bleeding, costs 1 AP. I don't know. Defensive or offensive? Kinda want this. Wow, I can immediately get him up to... Wow, that's awesome. Okay. So for this one, he regains a ranged ability, a quick shuriken toss. Damage 12, 1 AP. It does a AP damage? That's awesome. Max range 10. Gaichu gains a ranged ability, spitting infected saliva into a target's face. Ignores all armor, damage 8 with an additional 4 damage for 2 rounds. So that's a total of 16 damage. Max 10 range. 16 damage or 1 AP damage. Kinda want the 1 AP. I think we're gonna go with that one. Then we've got Gaichu gains a katana ability plus 100 damage but can only attack stuns target. Ooh, why? No. Gains a bite. It takes a bite out of his foe, restoring 8 HP over 2 rounds and gaining 1 strength through the consumption of their flesh. Yes, I will take that, thank you. Lethal Force. Standard equipment now includes a lethal shrapnel-filled grenade. Ooh, that is 16... 20 damage? 20 damage. Strips from 1 armor from affected targets. Or a flashbang with a larger AoE. I want the nail grenade. Sabotage is a mini launcher now packed with napalm charges and igniting damage targets. Targets on fire will take an additional 6 HP. Gains the dual routine boost program, which increases persona speed while sneaking in the matrix by 40%. Does not stack with other boost program. Nah, I'm gonna take sabotage. Sabotage. Poison fog is upgraded to acidic fog, doing AP damage to those effective as well as HP. Ooh. Shrine spirits summoned by Gobbet are now present for an additional turn before dispelling themselves for a total of 3 rounds. I haven't been using those very much. This poison fog to acidic fog sounds amazing. Dude, I got another party member. I hope I can just take him along for free. That would be very helpful if I can just take him along for free. If he just follows me around, he's like, I will follow you around now. You enter the trawler and find your crew gathered together waiting for you. Isabel has her head buried in her PDA. The rest of them stand watching her, trying to be patient. Did someone call a crew meeting? I told you, I'm the one who gets to call crew meetings. Oh, okay. Isabel, you look like you have something to tell the class. The dwarf paces up and back, trying to decide how to begin. I've been doing my homework on Josephine Sang and Sang Mechanical Services. You're pacing, so that tells me you found something. Oh yeah, I found something all right. Isabel lifts her PDA to her face and consults her notes. In 2011, Sang Mechanical Services was a D-level corp floundering in the shallow end of the Hong Kong corporate pool. That's when Josephine Shui married into the family. Josephine thought big. She conceived of a massive project that would catapult TMS into the big time, something she called the Prosperity Project. Prosperity? That's what Raymond was mumbling about. What does this have to do with Raymond? It has nothing whatsoever to do with Raymond Black. It has everything to do with Edward Sang. Let me guess. Josephine's husband or son? Son. What? No. Come on. Raymond Black is actually Edward Sang, the only son of Josephine Sang and her late husband Breakwater Sang. So our secret foster grandmother is trying to kill us? It looks that way, yeah. Secret grandmother? What the hell's going on? Start from the beginning. Okay, here we go. Once upon a time in the 1900s, the walled city was a densely populated slum. Something like 30,000 people crammed into 6.5 acres. Wait, I've heard this story before. It's a shithole, hell on earth, yada yada yada. That's today's walled city. The second walled city. The first walled city started life well over 100 years ago and lasted through both world wars and almost through to the Awakening. It was torn down in 1994 when the government had finally had enough. It had become such a haven for criminals that the cops would only enter it in large, well-armed groups. Sounds familiar. In 2021, Josephine Sang proposed a vision for a new type of low-income housing project, the Prosperity Project, a self-contained, low-cost, walking neighborhood for the poor, but on a grand scale. The Prosperity Project would give Hong Kong's poor and the flood of refugees pouring into the country a place that they could call their home. Something that felt more permanent than the sprawling tent city that spontaneously sprung up after the first walled city was demolished. Oh good. A visionary. No kidding. The Prosperity Project will replace the tent city and would symbolically be built on the same site as the old walled city. The slogan was a place of dignity where prosperity begins. But it's been like 100 years, right? And ends. The apartments weren't much bigger than the space you get in your average coffin motel, but they were built around plazas and places that contain goods and services catering to the poor, like drug dealers and prostitutes. This sounds just like the first walled city. The government forgot the lessons of the last walled city. They loved the idea of containing the refugees and the poor to only a few densely populated blocks. It kept them out of the public eye. Kept the tourists happy, too. Isabel gives Gobbett a flat, shut-up expression. Gobbett smirks in reply. Securing the walled city job was the first step towards Sang becoming what it is today. Towards putting Josephine Sang in the executive council. One slum made her rich? It wasn't the slum that made her rich. From what I've read, the walled city job was a disaster. By all accounts, her Prosperity Project should have landed her in the poorhouse. That wasn't what happened, though. After the walled city went up, TMS landed contract after contract. Huge, lucrative ones. Nobody knows why, and those were the jobs that propelled TMS into the big time. So where does Raymond come into all this? Not Raymond, Edward. Edward Sang was in charge of laying the groundwork for the walled city. Excavation and utilities and running power lines and sewage, that kind of thing. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Remember that massive gray water leak that flooded the basement back in 48? Yeah. Remember what happened to Mrs. Maloney? You mean her feet? They swelled up to like 3 times their normal size. Yeah, thanks for bringing back that memory. But think about it. Did Raymond have any idea how to fix it? No. Ray didn't know the first thing about sewer lines. He hired a small army of plumbers, probably paid him double what the job was worth to fix the thing, and it still took almost 2 months to get the leak under control. And Josephine put him in charge of the utilities. No wonder the walled city smells like that. I don't think Raymond had anything to do with the utilities in the walled city. So, if Raymond wasn't in charge of the utilities for the project, what was he doing down there? I don't know. But Edward Sang disappeared from the public eye shortly after Prosperity was completed, around 2031. That's about the time he moved to Seattle, around 7 years before he found us. But what happened in the walled city? And what would make Raymond want to go back in there now after all these years? I don't know, but I intend to find out. And I just gained more karma for listening to a conversation. The workstation, and I'm gonna get money. The claim of payment is... A message pops onto the screen. I asked you to solve a problem, and your method of solving it was to kill the people I was doing a favor for. I have half a mind to throw you back in the goddamn bank. Still, the Wampanoans are now more afraid of me than ever, and the money started flowing again, so I suppose that's something. I've attached your payment. The Wampanoans made it explicitly clear that they wouldn't have paid it at all, except to ensure you don't come back to the gardens. Next time, try not to... Wow. Okay. I didn't screw up the job. I got a new friend. Friend is more important. I don't think I have any. Oh, I have 2 unread messages. You have 2 unread messages. I hope you're enjoying your newfound success in the shadows. I've got another job for you, one that will prove very lucrative indeed. I've been contacted by an employee of the Eastern Tiger Corporation, and he needs you to steal some research data and biological samples from his employer. The man's name is Tigeth Wright. Until recently, he was a researcher on a genetic engineering project. He was cagey with the details, but I gather that it centered around phenotypic alteration and postnatal genetic enhancement. Unfortunately for Wright, he's got a conscience, stupid man. Luckily for us, he's willing to pay to have his conscience assuaged. Wright's project was apparently quite horrible. Experiments on living children, total disregard for biomedical ethics or safety, and when Wright raised concerns, he was taken off the project. He's decided to step outside the bounds of the law and expose their wrongdoing to the world. The snag, you see, is that his wife and child live in Seoul. Not quite the heart of Eastern Tiger's power, but close enough. He's afraid that if he releases the information himself, he'll be taken prisoner and use his leverage. The idiot should have thought of that before, but that's not a problem. The samples and data are currently on an Eastern Tiger cargo ship, sailing near Hong Kong on their way to Seoul. The storm slowed the ship down, so you don't have to go right away, but don't take too long. Better call Wright. I've attached his number. He'll give you instructions on how he wants the information leaked. When you're ready, let me know. I'll arrange transit to Captain Jomo. He's a local Lohojoan pirate and smuggler, but don't let that put you off. He's as good as they get, and he'll have you on that ship without incident. That's awesome. That sounds amazing. I'm not in Haoi right now, so don't bother coming to see me. We'll talk when I return. Please continue with our business ventures in the meantime. Auntie C. Cool. Auntie's out of town, and we're going to go ahead and get some sleep. But that one on the ship sounds awesome. The stabbing pain in your stomach jolts you awake. Your entire abdomen is cramping up. You roll in your cot, willing the shooting pains that radiate from your stomach to go away. Your mouth is bone dry and your tongue is swollen. It feels thick and inarticulate, as useless as a useless slab of meat. A quick glance at your PDA tells you it's 4 a.m. Outside your cabin, the rest of Haoi sleeps. All you remember of your dream is that you awoke from this horrible, unfulfilled yearning and a need to get where you were going first. Others were behind you. You could feel the heat of their breath on your neck. If you were to beat them to your destination, you could slam the door in their faces, keep them out and away from what was yours. But if they overtook you, you would feel that terrible longing forever. As you grasp at your last fleeting memories of the dream, a wave of exhaustion washes over you. It feels like you've been drugged. You collapse back into your cot and into a black, dreamless sleep. When you open your eyes again, the sun filters under your door. It's morning. And with that, I will say goodbye. See you guys next time. Hey guys, I'm Alex. The guy from the videos. So, I just wanted to thank you for watching the video all the way through. It's a lot of work. I appreciate it. So, thank you for your view, maybe your subscription. So you can subscribe right in the bottom corner there. Then you'll be updated. Make sure to ring that notification bell, because subscriptions seem to mean nothing on YouTube anymore. But hey, so then over here you'll see a video that you might like, since you watched this video all the way through. Other than that, have a great day. I hope that you watch more. I'd love to see you again. We do stream, so keep an eye out for that. Announcements will be on the channel, my Twitter, all that stuff. All the information is on the overlay. Other than that, enjoy your stay on 6th Street.